Welcome everyone to HFN, also known as HueFin News. Today is the 7th day of February 2021. We're going to give you all an update price prediction for Airbnb, excuse me. Now, before I go into that, if this is your first time watching our video, make sure before you go, hit the like button, share the video, also subscribe. You want to tap that bell notification as well so that you can get a heads up as to where price is anticipated to go, all without being confused. That is what we're all about. We're not trying to confuse no one about stock price predictions. So let's talk about Airbnb real quick. All right. So you guys can already tell we did a forecast for Airbnb all the way back on December the 11th, 2020. It was, or it still is, on our other YouTube channel, HueFin News, in our Airbnb playlist. You can check it out. It's there. Head on over to our other channel and you all will be able to see that stock price prediction for Airbnb, because we played the weakness into the market. As you all can tell, Airbnb just launched on the stock exchange. Just started trading. It IPO'd right here on the 10th of December in our round, right? So we played the weakness, and immediately following our prediction, 3 days into it, the market in Airbnb went down. We anticipated that to happen. So if anything, 8.61% profitability was had into the market right there. That is over. It is done. Now we need to get in position on the next anticipated price movement. So the first thing we need to talk about is, what trend is the market Airbnb currently going through? Visually, you can already tell that the market is seeing higher price. So we're not going to make this complicated at all, right? The market generally is trending higher in price. Okay, we're not going to make it complicated nor confusing. That is our whole premise, is to make sure that we make our predictions easy to understand. So we're in an uptrend right now in the market in Airbnb. Nothing wrong with that. We simply follow the traps movement. So we know for the most part that the market in Airbnb is in a uptrend, and that you would anticipate to continue to see that happen until the market trap breaks that ascending line. Right now, we don't see that occurring. Next, let's take a look at the market in Airbnb on a 5-day time frame. You all can see here that even on a 5-day time frame, this market endured a lot of selling on this last completed 5-day price bar. Excellent. That is very good to see, because following that 5-day price bar, look at the current one. We're still seeing the emphasis into the market in Airbnb to go higher in price. So even though the market endured a lot of selling the last couple of 5-day price bars, there is still an emphasis to continue to push this stock higher. Plain and simple, right? You can see that. Now, weekly time frame, got the same thing. The market in Airbnb definitely went through some weakness on that last completed weekly price bar. But look at this one, this current one. The market still was able to close towards the high of the bar, and it was even able to do it on light volume. This has been lighter volume than what we've seen in the last 4 weeks. That also is positive, because if the market really was weak, we would expect to see higher volume, but we didn't see it. So if anything, we're still looking for the strength to play out in the market in Airbnb. 3 weeks time frame, you guys can see here that it's a different story. This definitely emphasizes that we can still see weakness play out in the long term, i.e. 3 weeks to monthly and longer. All right, so let's go ahead and do this prediction real quick. Nothing hard about it. You guys can already tell from the varying time frames that we looked at that the market in Airbnb is still exhibiting some strength. Now, I wanted to show you all the hourly time frame first, because we need to see how high can the market go before we see more selling. Okay, so let's look at this on a 2-hour chart. And where do you think the market restriction can be at? What about on the 1-hour chart? Do you see any instances to where some restriction can play out into the market for Airbnb? Because I would say it's around $200. It's right here where we would expect to see selling appear. Okay, so it's around $200.50, around that vicinity. Now the strength is still here. So we're going to anticipate the market in Airbnb to go higher, but we need to be a little bit more vigilant. We're anticipating sellers to come through the market right there around $200.50. It might be a little bit less, 45 cents, give or take, but it's there. All right. We need to see the trap come in and break that price to the upside in order for us to really reclaim that momentum and that strength to go higher. He has to break that price, $200.45. So we're going to hold that there, and then we're going to go back to the daily time frame, and we're going to put in a prediction. We're going to expect the market in Airbnb to go higher, and we're going to hold support right there around $187. Okay, it might come down a little bit lower, but our main emphasis is this ascending line. All right, the bullishness in Airbnb is going to continue so long as this trend is intact, period. All right, so we'll do it there around $185, give or take. And we said we will TP the market around $200. So that would be about 2.8%, just because we understand that the probability of seeing more selling occur is right there. So just for us to alleviate and get out the way of all the selling, we'll TP the market there around $200. Okay, $200.50, give or take. Now we're going to bring it up towards, let me take it back to the hourly time frame. We're going to take it up here towards $206, $207 ultimately for some restriction. Okay, so this is it. We're in play. We're in position. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. And the trend into the market in Airbnb is still showing us one of higher price. And let's play that out. We're in position. Now, what do you all see? You might see something totally different in Airbnb, which is okay. I mean, it's a free market. You might want to take the opposite end of the forecast and expect the market in Airbnb to go lower. It's cool. But if so, let us know. Leave us a comment in the comment section and tell us, where would you take the lick? Simply meaning, where would you take your profit at what price? Tell us. Make sure you maintain a profitability. Now you know what to do. Trade different.